my name is Kyla, and today I'm going to be talking about how to prevent child abuse. Child abuse is a thing that happens a lot all over across the world and around the world, and many people do not know that some children are being abused every day around the world. I think the best way to prevent child abuse is knowing and understanding your child and knowing how to discipline them and how to let them know when and where is the right time to act certain ways and do certain things to them to discipline them. Disciplining them doesn't have to be whipping them, spanking them, or doing anything like that. It's just simply just making them listen and telling them that they shouldn't do that and put them in timeout. I feel like some people take it way out of hand to discipline their children, and it gets turned into abusing their children. I think you need to set clear rules for your kids and making sure they know they should expect out of you, and making sure that you are nice to your kids and discipline them in a way that you would want to be disciplined. Taking consideration, many people should make their home violence free, which not everyone disciplines their kid the same. I think disciplining your kid is a great thing to make them know how to act and how they should act. Not saying you should not whip your children, or not saying that you should or shouldn't, but take in consideration how to discipline your child. Be easy with how you discipline your child in the ways you discipline them. Talking to them and setting them down and telling them that's not right is the best way to do it. If that doesn't fix it, then handle it another way. But some people take it out of proportion and make it into child abusing. Abusing children is something that happens a lot, and not many people know. Not many people would let you know that they abuse your child. And I feel like if you have a child, you should love them. If you have several child, you should love them the same and not discipline another one any different than you discipline the other one. With that being said, I feel like it's just easy to know how to handle your children and getting to know them, which you should know them. But once they get older, they learn new things and they learn new bad habits. They pick up different things. I think that you should get to take time to stop if you think you are going to whip your child when you don't think you should whip your child. And I just feel like you should really discipline your child the way they should need to be disciplined. There's kids all over the world that are being abused every day, and not many people know that. With that being said, you need to set your rules clear of what you expect out of your child, expecting them to always follow the rules. Kids are not going to mind 100%. We all know that. And we try to make our kids mind because we want them to, when we get out in public, to always mind and be the best they can. Being out in public is always when they want to act up. And I feel like most parents handle it in a good way, but some people want to really, really whip your child. Now these days, it's not like it used to be. Many people would tell on you, or it's just so much different today. And teaching your kids the right way to handle themselves in public, and not only in public but at home and at school and everything, you expect them to be on their best behavior. I think childhood prevention has been not as bad as it used to be, but it's gotten worse lately. There's a lot of people who you would never think would do their child or abuse their child, but I feel like many people would keep it a secret if their child was being abused. And many kids go to school and tell their friends or tell their teacher that they're being abused at home. And I feel like most of the time, it's people who shouldn't have had kids end up having kids, and they don't want their kids, and they feel like since they don't mind or don't listen or don't do something right, they end up whipping them and abusing them. And it just turns into more and more and more disciplining them and making things worse and making them not want to go home. If you're being abused every day, you don't want to go home. And it's sad to think that that's the way some kids get treated. And many kids get treated very great, but As parents, many people discipline their children different than others, and it works better. Not saying that disciplining your child is bad or good or any of that. I just feel like you should discipline them the right way. And by preventing that, be close with your child, understand how they feel, and explain to them why you punish them for being bad or doing whatever they do. Just don't get it to the point where they think that you're abusing them, or get to the point where you feel like you shouldn't have done what you did. I feel like this speech has been a good speech to explain to everyone about child abuse and how it has spread a lot during and over the years. I feel like I have heard a lot of kids get abused when they were little, or they don't come out and tell it until they get older. I feel like if you're being abused, you should let someone know, or go tell someone, or ask your parents why they're abusing you. I feel like it is a good thing to go to someone and let them know if you're being abused. And this speech has really taught me a lot about what you don't know that goes on in people's homes and goes on around that you would never think happened. And this speech has really taught me a lot about how you should discipline your children on down the road, making sure that you discipline them the right way and getting to know your child. Being close with your child is not a bad thing. I feel like it is a good thing to be close with your child and know and set the rules very high. And that's my speech. Thank you.